So we're having a weird one today. The day that we record this is the day that the finale dropped, so happy Earth Day.
Happy birthday, Earth.
We are going to try to do all of the remaining episodes today, so you may see a lot of same outfits. If you're on the Patreon, you may get multiple episodes dropped on you at once, which, hey, we love you.
I'm sure
if you're watching this publicly, hey, we also love you.
I'm sure just, as we get closer to the finale, you will just see us slowly start to unravel more and more. Maybe not so slowly, since we're off to a fucking great start.
So what happened right before this? We're using my iPad to watch this on Crunchyroll. Something went wrong. The iPad told us, hey, you're watching episode 8. And we went, all right. And we started it up, and we got through the theme, and we got a little bit in, and we went, this doesn't feel, it feels like we've missed some things. We've missed things.
It felt like not at first. At first it seemed like, oh, okay, interesting place to pick up, but I'm here for it. And then the longer it went on, the more we were like, oh, we missed something.
We just got spoiled for at least one thing, and we did a pause and tried to figure it out, and we looked up the episode order, and we're like, no, it's the right one.
We're on the right
episode.
And
then we popped out and popped back in, and Crunchyroll was like, okay, and then it put us actually on episode 8.
So we have no idea what episode we just got spoiled for.
No idea.
But the app was freaking gaslighting us, saying this is definitely episode 8. Here, it's definitely episode 8. Yeah,
so,
however many times you want to check. We checked the wiki to make sure we were on the right episode number. We were like, what? This is so weird. We clearly missed something.
Either my iPad is too old to handle this, or Crunchyroll sneezed, or something is up. But I don't know if we just got the first 5 minutes of the finale, or if that's the next episode.
It was the first 5 minutes of episode 9.
We don't know what the fuck is happening.
Well, no. Later today,
have that footage. I might put it up as a Patreon exclusive, because it's not making it to the channel proper, because it's a lot of what the fuck is going on.
But I hope you keep that in mind as you sit down to watch this recording, because we are both very confused and frustrated.
We've taken a couple D6 of psychic damage, and we're not quite sure what's going on right now.
But anyway.
And that is nobody's fault but Crunchyroll's, I guess. And again, I'm using an older version of the app because my iPad is 10 years old and it still works, so I'm not replacing it. So something's fucked.
So if you're just watching these on the regular YouTube channel, just so you have context for why we're gonna be a little unhinged going into this one.
To be completely fair, every video we've done for this volume has been unhinged.
But hey, we got
this
Saturday
is
energy
a different
today.
flavor of
It's not Tuesday night energy.
Tuesday night energy.
It's not big Tuesday night energy.
It's Saturday afternoon, and Crunchyroll just gaslit us energy. Seriously, it said it was the right episode, and we're like, okay! So, in either an episode or 2 episodes, depending, we don't know, when we sit here and go, oh yeah, this part!
Yeah.
It's because we got a little befucking.
But anyway, should we introduce ourselves and get the ball rolling? I'm Megan.
And we have no idea what we're doing right now.
We have no idea what's happening. We have no idea what's going on.
Legitimately got 6-ish minutes into the episode before we went, okay, we need to stop.
It was very funny too, because we
stop and actually figure
we
this out.
started that recording with me going, we're gonna get wrecked. I'm looking forward to getting kicked in the head, emotionally speaking. I didn't expect it to be like this. Yeah, I didn't expect this kind of. I didn't expect Ruby to mess with me quite like this.
Yeah, I may not fully like edit the footage. I may not put the bits of the episode in there because we had a couple pauses and that makes editing interesting. Or I might just make it a $5 patron feature like the blooper reels because that footage is never seeing the light of the public YouTube channel.
Yeah, you just want to see us progressively get more confused.
Yes. No, it's very much a fry squint sort of 10 minutes.
That's enough talking about how frustrated we are.
Yeah, that was weird. Now let's get to the actual episode.
That was weird. Moving on now.
It's Volume 9, Chapter 8, T Amidst Terrible Trouble. Second verse, hopefully different from the first, because that was not the right verse. And click.
It is very much a when you're doing karaoke.
I appreciate the content warnings, though. I do.
When you're doing karaoke for a song and you just completely skip half the song and you're like,
how did I get here? What is going on?
Whoops.
To be fair, how did I get here? What is going on is also this volume of RWBY. What happened? I don't know. But we're not going to talk about it until we get to actually watching whichever episode that was.
Who's to say?
My guess is that that was bits of the finale.
Possibly. I think that's a good guess, probably. That had big finale energy to it.
And also, the finale is 26 minutes long.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And I'm sure a chunk of that is, you know, the full credits, which I always appreciate.
Yeah.
Just, that happens. That
sure
fucking happened. Are you coming up, sweetie? Hello?
Hey! How about another curious cat? You guys can't see, but Winter's
down here.
She's been hanging. She heard us screaming out of frustration and confusion and decided to come and see what all of the fuss was about. Still can't believe we live in a world where Bumblebee is canon. This is so great.
Let's be real. The timeline we're in is definitely not the best timeline, but it has its perks.
Oh yeah, silver linings for sure.
Yeah. Volume 9 of RWBY exists. Bumblebee is canon.
Again, every time I look at this, I'm fully expecting her to like crash into the ocean and like
have a full dive to the heart.
Descend onto a stained glass window of herself.
Could you imagine Destati as covered by Jeff and Casey Williams, though?
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Aww.
Okay, this seems a bit more like where we left off.
A little bit more, yeah.
Come on, sweetie. Come on up. No, she's not gonna. She's gonna eat him.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Okay.
She's gonna put her tail in front of the iPad.
Aww.
RWBY.
Oh, well, at least Little is with her.
Mm-hmm. At least she's not completely alone.
Why did you shout at everyone like that?
Oh, baby.
Where am I? It's okay. I can guide us back.
Can you?
Run off, though. You all need to stick together if you want to go home. Why are you still here?
Oh,
What?
the mouse didn't do anything, RWBY.
I promised to serve Atlas as a huntress. That I'd keep people safe. That I'd be there for my friends. But we can go back and... No! You don't know what I've done. What I couldn't do. I can't do this. I could never do this.
Oh, honey.
I don't think that's the case.
If you stay with me, you're going to end up dead too. Just go home.
Oh, honey.
But you're... I said go!
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that poor mouse. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known.
I'm gonna say, wait, what kind of bugs do we have now?
That was That was one of those butterflies,
Okay.
I think.
All
Aww.
right, whoever's working the spot is getting their paycheck. Hi, honey.
I'm all alone. Oh no, you're not.
On my own.
How many different songs can... Oh no.
I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that. For so many reasons. And there she goes. Bye, sweetie.
Oh,
is this haunted room actually
I was gonna say, this is Neo's house.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Or should we say Trivia's
What
house?
is this?
I think that's a confession to murdering her parents.
Hello, Red.
I was gonna say, you haven't read the book.
I haven't.
Europe is treating you. I gotta say, you're not looking too good.
Where's Neo?
Yeesh, no manners. And after everyone came out to see you.
I'm liking the new voice.
Yeah. Oh!
Patience, Ruby.
Hello again.
Ms. Rose. Why don't you take a seat?
Fuck!
Is she doing this?
It's all your dead friends.
It's a dead man's party.
Stop it! This isn't real!
Isn't real. You're the one following a talking cat around a fairy tale. Reality's getting fuzzier by the minute, kid. You know, once Neo realized where she was, everything changed. Always loved the idea of a place to run away from it all. Do whatever you want.
It is nice to see them again.
The fucking Mad Hatter vibes here. Goddamn.
But we all remember how that ended.
Is that seriously what this is all about? You still blame me for what happened at Torchwick? If you're looking for an apology, you've wasted your time.
Ruby has no more fucks to give.
Everyone thinks they're the hero of their own story.
Ooh, I hate that.
I knew what I was. And deep down, I think you know what you are too.
This is great. Neo using Torchwick's voice to speak. That's fantastic.
Things from the tree?
Oh, you're familiar. How about a little reset?
Is that what you want? Well, if you want me dead, then come get me.
You don't deserve to die, Red. You deserve to be broken down, torn apart, wiped from existence.
Ooh, I hate that.
Oh. Aw.
I'm going to enjoy watching you break.
Yes! That was beautiful.
Damn it.
Who could
How could
ask
she just
for
run off like that?
more?
She was clearly upset. That wasn't upset. That was...
A breakdown.
She could have just talked to us. Maybe she didn't feel like she could. Ruby has always been the one to get us through the hard times. We say things like, we believe in you. We can count on you. I know we mean well, but
It's a lot of
It's
pressure.
not like we were asking her to be perfect.
How intelligent is Juniper? That's what I'm wondering right now.
I think Juniper's a good jackalope.
You said you knew who's best for us.
I was the best and brightest Beacon had to offer. But I traded my life so that my friends could live.
Ooh,
Yikes.
that's bad.
Oh, that's bad. Yikes, yikes, yikes.
Just like you were too late to save me at the Vital Festival. I died in Atlas, too, didn't I? Can you imagine what that's like? To be completely and utterly failed, time and again, by someone who meant the world to you.
Wow!
You ready for that drink yet?
How many more people are going to die because of you? I'm trying to save everyone.
And yet with all your best intentions, have you ever stopped to wonder if you've done more harm than good?
Fuck off.
It's not my fault.
How many more lives do you have to ruin before you realize you're not cut out to save
gonna be Oscar there. It's gonna be Oscar. Yeah. How fucking rude.
That's so mean. That's so mean to you.
Wow.
Oh.
To watch more of your friends fall?
Please stop.
Or are you ready to admit the truth? That the world would just be better off without you?
Oh. Jeez.
She's living her best life right now.
She really is.
I have to go now? My planet needs it?
I guess.
It's all right, Ruby. It's over now.
What?
It's your boy.
I'm sorry.
It's your cat.
It's your cat. That's
I
true.
don't want to be me anymore.
No!
It's okay, little huntress. I can be you instead.
No!
I have been trying to wear you down for so long.
What are you doing?
My purpose.
I knew they were a bad
When
kitty.
poor little heart is broken, I can fill it with mine. I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Ruby. I'm not like the other Afterans here. I'm cursed with curiosity. I need to know everything, but more than anything, I need to know why my makers left me here, only to leave and make all of now.
You're not a friend. Friends don't.
Oh no.
I was gonna say,
No.
your makers left you here because they're awful gods. I assume it's the brothers.
I'm guessing it's the brothers, yes.
because they're awful gods who suck. Oh.
I think it's about time we all got what we deserve. Are you ready to admit the truth? That the world would just be better off without you?
Ah.
Damn it. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Well.
no. It worked! It actually worked!
Done it! Little Red's gone. With your semblance stronger than ever now, we could take over this whole absurd place. Why not? Offing Little Red can't be all you wanted. Right?
Careful what you wish for, you might just get it.
Wow.
No, 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 no! I needed her!
Bad kitty.
Yeah.
Bad kitty.
Take us to her.
You still don't get it, do you? It's not a place you go, it's a place you know. But no matter. I've actually found a much better solution to my problem.
All right. Photo negative cat.
The most important, haven't you? And now you have nothing left. How delightful. An empty host. perfect for me to fill.
Okay.
Awesome! That's full-on horror movie stuff. I love it. The checkers. Well, Katie, I have to hand it to you. You were correct. She is now the Cheshire Cat.
At what cost?
The rusted night. Goodness, am I tired of your little sob story.
Wow. It is so weird hearing a voice.
And accept your own futility. This body will do.
It does suit the cat. It does suit them very well. That's bad.
Congrats! Now it's all checks notes worse.
Yeah,
It's all worse.
spoiler alert for the novel for the Neo Torchwick novel. But yes, her parents very much do not make it out of that novel alive. And she is very much responsible for it.
Fun.
It's one of those things where she's just like, I don't feel great about that, but I'm also free now, so...
Like, what is this? Well, I think that's a confession for a murder is what that is.
I knew we couldn't trust them.
Checkerboard cat.
I knew we couldn't trust them. I knew they were a bad kitty cat. Also, Robbie. Fucking
Oh
killer.
my God, Robbie.
Beautiful
And I mean,
artwork.
damn, but what a good choice for casting.
Yeah.
Just in terms of, oh, I'm sweet. Oh, I'm adorable. Oh, you. Oh, in loving memory of Billy Kametz. Nope, stop. I want to go back and see what the rest of the.
Yeah,
what the rest of the
sorry, I
everything
completely
looked-
missed the casting list for. I want to see who does the new voice for Torchwick.
It was Billy Kametz.
Oh.
There's a double listing for it.
Aw.
All right, let's see if I can. Nope, Crunchyroll just doesn't feel like
There
behaving
we-
today.
Yeah.
All right,
Jeez.
jeez.
Between the opening for us. Oh,
We've been having a weird one, you
Directed-
guys. Who
Isako.
wrote- I want to know who wrote this one. So yeah, now it's the fun part where we watch the credits again to kind of see
And
what the heck
pause.
is up with. This was Miles and Kiersey. All right.
Good call.
Just
This was great.
Damn.
This was fun. I had a great time. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Make that a little bigger so as to read it.
So Little and Ruby are dead. Cool.
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 Billy Kametz and Christopher Wetcamp.
Oh.
So. Yep.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Yep.
So great seeing all of these familiar faces again.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we got all these
Yeah,
heroes back.
Penny. All the dead redheads.
It makes me wonder who the layer voice for Neo was, because that wasn't just Robbie talking from the. That was a double layer. I don't think that was just him.
I don't know.
I
I mean, it might have just been like a filter effect.
possibly, yeah, because I don't see a credit for it.
Yeah.
So.
Or
But yeah,
additional.
just-
Maybe there's an additional voice on the next, like additional voices on the next card.
Or we'll get
Nope.
or we'll get Neo talking in a later episode, and we'll get a credit then.
I don't think we ever will, actually.
I think you're right, but you know what? I can try. All right, nope.
But you were right, though. She is the Cheshire Cat.
Well, she is now.
Like, again, Mad
Fucking
Hatter.
hell.
Mad Hatter was where we were all leaning towards, and
Let's be real. That was an extremely Mad Hatter scene.
yeah, but like. Ruby looked at this whole, like, Ruby the show, looked at Neo and the cat and went, "Por qué no los dos?"
Neo can just be Wonderland, like all of it.
What a fun sequence. I think we mentioned earlier in earlier in this season, or earlier in this volume, when they were talking to the herbalist, and you know, everybody was facing their past selves and everything like that. That like, because a lot of podcasts I'd been listening to were like doing similar stuff that I was already primed for like that sort of thing. This is RWBY doubling down on those tropes, and I fucking love it. I am here for it. Gimme. This is great.
Yeah, just getting the context that we had here, I now think that our accidental watch was the first part of the finale.
Probably, yes.
Damn it.
Unfortunate.
That's,
unfortunate. Yeah, I do wish we could have come directly into this instead of watching part of the next
and getting whole ass gaslit by Crunchyroll, which was amazing.
But just that aside,
wow.
That aside, this was super cool.
Really good.
The curious cat possessing Neo was something I did not know I wanted, but I love it.
And just that little inner bit with her and the Torchwick voice just going, is revenge the only thing you wanted? Do you really have nothing left right now? Just very much spelling out that, like, yeah, when you're living for revenge, if you get it, then what?
You know, that old proverb about like the person who seeks revenge digs two graves.
Yeah.
And just the look on her face of like, you can definitely tell it was a very Dark Knight Joker situation. She's like, I'm a dog chasing cars. I don't know what I'd actually do if I actually caught one.
She's like, all right, I won.
She actually did it. I didn't think she did it.
Yeah, just that sort of like, I thought the game would go on longer, and then it didn't. I'm still holding on to my theory that the Jabberwocker is Lewis. This was not addressed at all.
Nope, not yet.
It might not ever be addressed, but that's my little put a pin in it pet theory that Lewis came back wrong.
Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, sometimes dead is better.
Oh, this episode was so mean to RWBY.
Oh my god, this episode was absolutely befucking and I love it.
Yeah, this was
Just
good
like,
shit.
oh, everything's bad. Oh, it is a dead man's party. Oh boy, oh buddy, oh boy. God, poor little. Just
Poor little.
Ooh.
Bad Neo.
Oh.
Was it cool?
It's one thing to do the stomp. It's always another thing to do the
Yeah.
just
Like,
damn.
RWBY's never been the type of show either to kill the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like having that, like, oh, that's the twist of the knife. That's just whoa.
It is the oh dear, oh boy, oh dear, and just driving home like, if you stick with me, you will get killed. Lo and behold.
Fast forward to 2 minutes from that point, or 15 minutes from that point.
Oh, hey, the self-fulfilling prophecy.
The fact that like Neo's mansion where she grew up, like, that is pink and all lit up.
Yeah.
And that like the constant use of the spotlight to indicate like we're putting on a show. Good.
Neo, you fucking theater kid.
Very good stuff. And even the bit where like she does that backflip and lands in Torchwick's arms. It's just like, there's so much pageantry there.
The theatricality of it all, yes. But also just the Torchwood walking across the table, pointedly avoiding the cup and then crunching it on the way back. Just like, oh, this is all so good.
I definitely want to
like betting the storyboarders were losing their fucking minds drawing this. Like, this
is definitely an episode where I'm like, I know we have more to record. I wish we had more time in the day because I would love to go back and just rewatch the thing that we just watched because that was beautiful.
Like, what are we doing? Let me just put this in my eyeballs again because I love it. And the curious cat just wanting to leave.
Yeah.
Just like the answers are not here. So I need to go elsewhere to find the answer.
I was cursed with curiosity. So I need to walk up to God and go, what the hell, man?
Face God and walk backwards into hell. The curious cat just is a drill twig.
Face the brothers and walk backwards into hell.
And what this tells me, because if we are, it's entirely possible that the makers of this world are not the brothers. It's entirely possible that the makers of this world are
Specifically
something
the
else,
Ever After.
of the Ever After are something
That's very
else.
true. It might not be the brothers.
But if it is the brothers, then the Ever After was the first time they made. No, they
Was the Ever After their rough draft
If
world?
I had a nickel for every time these gods made a world, something went wrong and then they fucked off into the ether. I'd have 2 nickels,
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
And the end of this, the long and short of it is just the brothers are shitty gods.
Well, actually,
I think we talked about it on this episode. I love shitty god stories. I love it when they actually do face God and it turns out that God's just a putz or an asshole. Like, I'm not necessarily here for like actively malevolent God, but I'm here for like,
oh, I'm here.
God's
for
just a
actively
I know you are. I'm here for like, God is a fuckwit. God should not have been in charge. Like, I love that shit in storytelling. I couldn't tell you why, but I really like it. So the idea...
interesting.
The idea that they've done this twice, and instead of sticking around to try to fix anything, they just go, my work here is done, and the cat's like, but you didn't do anything, and they're like, bye!
I'm wondering, actually, if it wasn't both of them, if it wasn't the god of life first, because there is no death in this world.
Maybe.
So
The question
you know,
is
just
whether the cat
constantly-
said maker or makers, and I thought it was plural.
He did say they did
They,
say
yes.
they did say makers. But I mean, the cat also might not know 100% one way or another. But the
And it's entirely possible that, well, we know that Team RWBY told the cat about the brothers. So it's entirely possible that the cat's like, oh, it's them.
possibly.
Time to go fuck them up.
Yeah,
Like,
might-
all right, cool. I'm not gonna fault the cat for wanting to go fuck up God. Like, in
I'm
this
gonna
world
blame
specifically,
the cat for wanting to possess Ruby.
yes,
You know?
yes. Now, this is what I'm saying. Like, no, I'm here for this goal, especially in this world where we've proven that the gods are, well, they sure are. They're sure something. They sure are something. They should not have been in charge.
Nope.
I'm not here for this methodology. Cool motive, still murder.
Very much so. Bad kitty. Bad kitty.
Bad kitty.
Bad kitty cat. That's a bad cat.
I really do love that between the Ever After and Remnant, it's just fucking 2 nickels. Also, for those of you who have seen the 2 nickels meme but don't know where it came from, the Phineas and Ferb movie is extremely good, actually.
and has a banging soundtrack. Like every now and again, I'll just say "choo choo" to Katie. She'll crack.
The Phineas and Ferb movie is very good.
I made a lot of those jokes when we went and saw Mugen Train. It was great.
To be fair, my Mugen Train joke was a different Phineas and Ferb joke.
But
Anyway.
to circle back here, it's also possible. I really love your Lewis theory, but it's also possible that the God of Life made the Ever After, and that his brother, being a shit before he made Grimm, made the Jabberwock.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a thought. Oh, I like that.
Like
Just
again,
the
this is
Jabberwock is the only true death in this this realm.
So I could
Wild.
I could see that. I could also see to lean into
Also,
your theory.
how fucked up is it in this realm that death is a predator?
That is pretty cool. I kind of love it.
I mean, that's some Final Destination shit.
I'm gonna
Death has it out for you.
It actually
specifically.
it actually feels a little bit more like Dead Like Me. I've never seen the whole show, but I saw the first couple episodes of the first season. And if you've never seen it, Dead Like Me is about this girl who she gets killed in the first episode, and instead of moving on, she becomes a Grim Reaper. And there are a number of other dead people who are also Grim Reapers, who their job is not to kill people, their job is to usher them into the afterlife.
And
but
I have my Beetlejuice glass. This is the whole being dead thing. Anyway.
But they so the Grim Reapers aren't the ones responsible for death, but there are, I forget what they're called because it's been so long since I've seen these couple episodes. There are these little fucking critters that are the ones that actually cause people to like trip and fall and die and cause accidents to happen and things like that. Like, they're the ones actually responsible for the death. And that, to me, like, thinking back on it, I'm like, yeah, the Jabberwocks kind of give off that vibe a little bit.
Fair.
Obviously, these are, it's a very different set of circumstances, obviously, but like, in terms of being a predator, that's what I think of.
How fucked is it that your natural cycle is reincarnation and you've introduced this predator that's the only thing that brings true death?
Sounds like a thing a mean little brother would do.
How?
Or a mean older brother.
I would once again like to point out that the gods in this universe suck.
To lean into your other...
The gods are terrible.
To lean into your other theory, though, of, like, what if the gods weren't the ones that made the ever after?
Yeah.
What if, somebody in Remnant kind of trying to do what the gods did were the ones that created the ever after, but they did it as like a dark reflection of what the gods actually created, which was Remnant.
It wouldn't surprise me if the ever after was a pre-Remnant being called Remnant, a pre-god departure creation. Because we had a whole ass other set of humans that were also capable of magic. The gods going, actually, fuck all y'all, we're leaving, and destroying everyone is also what killed magic.
The ever after could be the original world that they created, and then they left, and then what remained became the ever after, and what Ozpin came back to when, he started his reincarnation cycle. Again, there's like like the world broke apart and the ever after is like one part of what remained, and Remnant is the other part of what remained. That's a weird
as
theory.
A whole ass separate world.
Yeah.
Like some connections, obviously, and it wasn't Jin. What was the guy's name in the staff? I can't remember.
Hot Genie Man.
Yes, a very particular himbo engineer. Was very, very, like, do not fall. So the question is whether or not they knew, like, that there is something down there to fall to.
What if the ever after is a wish someone made on the staff? Because the staff can create lots of stuff.
Well, no, because the staff can only ever have one thing going at a time.
That's true.
So that is something with a little more permanence. But,
a little more staying power.
Yeah. It would not surprise me if it was the alpha test for the gods world building, and then Remnant before it was Remnant was the beta test, and then God knows what they're doing now.
We worked out all the bugs.
We worked out all the bugs. We're gonna make a world where nothing is allowed to be sapient. We can have sentience. We can't have sapience. That's where the problem is. Again, returning, I'm still stuck on the natural cycle is reincarnation, and there is an introduced predator that is true death. Like, I'm still stuck on that. That's such a fucked up concept for a world. I love it.
It's pretty cool.
And I sincerely hope that everyone who worked on this, that is watching this, because, like, I know at least one of you does, when we sit here and go, that's super fucked up! That's a compliment.
Yes, it is.
In this household, that is a compliment. In that tone of voice, that's a compliment. It's like, that is absolutely be fucking tell me more.
Oh, yeah. No. This is great. This is good stuff. Again, big horror movie fan right here, so I'm like, yes.
Yeah, you went to go see Evil Dead last night.
I did, and it was so fun.
Video about that later. I think that's about it.
Yeah, let's put a pin in this.
We've got the rest of the season to do, but those are in other videos.
Yes. I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Menguin. That's TheMenguin. We have another channel called Silver Screams where we talk about horror movie things like we just mentioned. At some point we will talk about Evil Dead Rise.
There will be a horror Q&A. It will not be spoiler safe, so you will want to see the movie beforehand. Or if you don't plan on seeing the movie like me, you can just watch the horror Q&A as I sit here and go, so tell me about the cheese grater.
Please.
And that's as deep as we're getting on this channel.
And I also have a Lost retrospective podcast called No Love Lost, where my co-host Will Link loves Lost, and I don't. We talk about it. Katie.
Yeah, I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. I do Twitch things on and off. It's fun.
We did the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
We did the murder of
super
Sonic
fun.
the Hedgehog. All of that. The VOD is actually on this channel, so you may have seen it. But we did it fully voiced, in so much as either of us do voices. Hers are a lot better than mine. We had a very good time with that.
Oh, it was delightful.
So yeah, subscribe to the Twitch channel if you want to be part of the chat, because we definitely had some buck wild chat interaction. I am also on a show called Nighttime at the Nerd Bar. I'm like, I named the show and then I forgot what it was called. That is on the Fanversation YouTube channel, so that's a separate channel. We air Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. We record live. We talk about anime. We talk about video games. We just talk about all sorts of nerdy shit. It's very fun. Also on the Fanversation channel, I did interviews for the RWBY and Justice League movie. I was fortunate enough to be at WonderCon for the premiere and to be able to interview the cast and crew, which was great. So all of those interviews are also on the Fanversation channel. Check that out. They're spoiler-free for the movie, obviously, because I hadn't seen the movie at that point, and they don't like you interviewing people and then putting spoilers up a month before the movie drops. Also, by the time you see this video, the movie probably will have already dropped. That drops on the 24th.
2 days from now.
24th or 25th. I want to say 24th. Yeah, in a couple days. Yes. Also, yeah, keep an eye on Silver Screams. We're gonna... At some point, we're going to talk about Evil Dead.
My favorite
It's going to be a wild one
that we've gotten so far on this season of reaction videos is on the episode where Bumblebee became canon, somebody being like, I've watched those interviews and I can't help thinking the whole time, you're missing it!
Yeah, because the episode 6 dropped the same weekend as WonderCon, so it was like... No, I can't.
You're missing it! It's just so funny.
It was really great. Which, we love you. We love you. Anyway,
it's my favorite comment
yes.
so far this season.
If you would like to support the channel, we do have the Patreon that, pardon me, it gets you Rooster Teeth stuff early. It also gets you blooper reels, which the Crunchyroll fuck up. the wrong episode in the right episode frame, that extremely confused footage will probably be up on the Patreon at some point.
That really was
worth keeping, and we had a fun intro.
And look,
we tried.
We make mistakes sometimes.
Yeah,
We fully admit to making mistakes. That was not us.
We got gaslit by Crunchyroll.
That was the app.
The app fucked up, and it's honestly about an hour removed from it at this point. It's kind of amazing.
It's hilarious. Don't get me wrong.
amazing.
I'm still living. Again, it would be one thing if we made the mistake.
Yeah.
But we were very careful.
Yeah.
It's so
And Crunchyroll was like,
angry.
this is totally episode 8. I promise it's episode 8. Here's episode 8. Then we open it up and it's presumably episode 10. And we're looking at it like, shit. Just shit.
All right. Let's call it here.
Yeah. Anyway. If you want to support the channel, we have the Patreon that gets you this stuff early. It's also going to get you that footage and blooper reels and all sorts of fun shit on all the different tiers. If you just want to throw a couple bucks our way, we have a Ko-fi. We do commissions, not requests, commissions. And all that info is down in the links down there, and it's all very fun. And if I remember when I upload this, I will link the playlist for the RWBY Justice League videos on Fanversation. Watch those. I put some effort in. It's a lot of fun.
Do it.
Yeah. Support your local post office. Support your local library.
You can read some RWBY books.
You can read the RWBY books. That also works on like the Hoopla app or ebooks or like anything that uses your library card. Even if you just go in, sit down, read a book for an hour, and then put it on the cart to be reshelved. That helps your local library because that's someone coming through the doors and reading books, and that's all good for numbers and good for funding. So support your local library.
The Hoopla app is how I do all my reading now, basically.
Vote in your local elections. Check your voter registration. People have been getting yeeted off of registration, so check your voter registration. It's important. Vote in your local elections, even if you think they don't apply to you, because they kind of do, because it's where you live. Yeah, and be kind to each other, because it's kind of the only way we're going to get through life, is being kind to each other.
Be excellent to each other.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Still not over it.